Yo, what's up everyone? I hope you're doing well. Just want to do a video comparing a $20 pair of pants all the way up to a $1,000 pair of pants and everything else in between. So it's almost kind of like a pant or techwear pant collection video as well. Because I'm going to talk about each one, and my goal with this was to try and quantify as best as I could kind of what the best pair of pants is for the money. So that I created this like Excel document here. It's like a checklist kinda to go through and try and quantify like what the best pair of pants is and then compare it to the price. This is completely a subjective thing. Like fashion is subjective, and your favorite pair of pants is gonna be subjective for multiple reasons, not just style, but also like what climate you live in and what technical properties you need in your pants. And then also, it's subjective how much you think is fair to spend on XYZ. So it's a very subjective thing, and so trying to quantify that with this little Excel document, probably not the most accurate thing, but I'm gonna give it a go and share my thoughts and kind of where a good happy medium is in terms of price and value. And in value, there's also a style part as well. There's like a price to fire ratio here, and you gotta be on that line somewhere, because if you're spending more on it, better be a better pair of pants, right? And so that's kind of my goal with this video, and also it's just kind of like a little collection video as well. So anyways, in this Excel document that I cooked up here, I'm just gonna go through and just kind of talk through each of the checkpoints, and then also just talk about more subjective things like how they fit my body and how I like the style of them and everything, and just kind of like how they've been living with them and wearing them, you know, throughout my days and everything. So anyways, let's go ahead and start at the very bottom of the barrel, very cheapest, at a $20 to $25 mark. They're like these H&M cargo pants or something from like, I don't know, long time ago. All right, starting at the cheapest, this is a $20 to $25 pair of pants from H&M, and these are just a slim fit cotton cargo pant. Okay. Of course, I got these back in like early 2017, and they're still in my wardrobe because I actually don't mind the look of them. As you can see here, I think they look decently. I mean, keep in mind they're 20 to 25 bucks, and they're pretty old for H&M stuff. Doesn't last that long. It's why you don't really shop there. But I still like different aspects of this pant. That's why it's still in my closet. I do kind of like the wash it has and the patina it's gotten over all the times I've worn it. So just going through this little Excel checklist here. Durability, not very durable. We know that. It's H&M. There's like threads coming out of the pocket here, and I don't even wear these all that much, or haven't worn them all that much. You know, it's what you expect. In terms of stretch, really no stretch. Yeah, I guess a little bit, but not really much. It's not very stretchy, and because these they call them slim, even though they're like pretty skinny. Between the combination of those two, it's not really all that stretchy. Doesn't really move that well with your body. In terms of water repellent fabric, no, this is just like a cotton base. I think there's a little bit of like spandex in there, just like a hair. It's really not much. Deep diver coating, none whatsoever, but we know that it's like $20. In terms of gussets, so like anything in here to make moving legs easier, nope, no gussets. No extra paneling to make articulation easier, and same with articulated knees, nothing there. Now in terms of extra pockets, I did go ahead and give this a check on the Excel doc because there are cargo pockets on here. It's kind of, you know, obvious. I mean, in cargo pants are gonna have cargo pockets, but beyond just like the button and the flap and a sack here to put stuff in, there's really any extra pockets. The hand pockets up here, really small. Yeah. And again, with the fabric and the tightness of the pants, it's kind of hard to use those. Custom sizing, no, they're definitely not. I guess you could taper them, you could alter them, however you want, but, and then this is kind of a subjective thing I have in this little checklist here. Is it a good fit? No, I'm gonna go no, I'm sorry, nope. I think they fit fine, like as you can see here, I think they look decent, you know, but you just have to be kind of careful with what you wear with them, you know, they are pretty slim, so that's just something to look out for. Again, this is bottom of the barrel here. It's only gonna go up in price and value from this point on. So anyways, next pair of pants. Okay, now more than doubling in price, which again, it's relative. These are a I think they're like $65 pair of 511 tactical cargo pants. This particular model is called the Traverse pair, and I don't really think they have them online anymore, except for like in a really weird size. It's like a 32 by 36. But they do have a bunch of very, very similar pairs of pants on their website with just different names and slightly different features. But if you follow me for any amount of time, you definitely know that and have heard me talk about how much I like these pants, and I think it's a very, very good bargain, not to spoil anything. However, if you're looking for a budget pair of pants, like Techwear pants or whatever, I highly recommend you look at this option and get them tailored to whatever you like. I think they can fit really well once you have them tapered or tailored or however you want to alter them. I tapered them myself, so it was free for me to alter them, but if you take it into a shop, it's gonna be like 20 to 40 bucks. Now, going through the checklist here, first of all, I think they fit pretty well. I mean, I wear them all the time. When I taper them, I want to do a very mild taper, something that was very, very wearable, just for every day. But in terms of durability, I got these back in 2019 and I've worn them a lot. And they've held up absolutely great. There's a little bit of patina, a little bit of wear in some areas, like on the seat, there's some thread that are just kind of worn down just from my butt sitting. Then also, like the corners of the cargo pockets, they kind of stick out a little bit. They get a little bit more wear than other parts of the pants. Same up here where the belt buckle kind of lays and everything. Other than that, they've held up absolutely great. And I'm gonna continue to have these in my closet for years. Now, moving on to stretch, go ahead and check this one off. It does have a nice 4-way stretch material. It's very lightweight as well, quick drying. But very comfortable, doesn't really hinder movement whatsoever. Moving on, does it have a water repellent fabric? No. However, it does have a deep dipper coating on it, so if you get caught in a really light rainstorm, it will just kind of beat off. But again, this is a quick drying fabric, so even if you do get wet, it should dry pretty fast. And the deep dipper coating has lasted relatively long. These are about, 3 years old at this point, so it's kind of been worn down a little bit because I do wear these a lot. However, it's still there. It does have a gusset going up kind of your upper thighs and in your crotch area just to make moving a lot easier, so check there. And you do have articulated knees as well. And extra pockets, of course. It's cargo pockets, and in the cargo pockets you have different compartments to slide different things in, and then on the back you get like a zippered back pocket and everything. The hand pockets here have extra fabric at the corner so you can clip on your pocket knife, your flashlight. All that stuff doesn't wear down the pants. Now, is custom sizing available for this? No. And this is a note, but off the rack, I don't like how these fit. They're very just regular cut. However, you can alter them however you like. You can crop them, you can taper them, you can do all sorts of stuff. And so you can make them fit really well. And that's what I did. Now, if you notice, when I tapered it, I kind of messed up on the inner thigh and it kind of puckered weird. I'm not sure if you can see it here. I've never really got around to fixing it, but I probably should. So is it a good fit off the bat? No. However, you can change that, little caveat there. Anyways, yeah, you can. I wear these with combat boots, sneakers, just loads of different shoes. You can wear them with a lot of different stuff. Gone hiking in these multiple times, and for like 60, 65 bucks, I think they look pretty good too. So it's a good option. When someone comes to me and they're like, yo, I'm looking for kind of like a budget Techwear pant, I point them in this direction just to consider. because of the durability, because of the features, and the cost. I think it's something to look at. Anyways, not to spoil anything, but next pair of pants. All right, about doubling in price, so we're getting up there at $128. Here are the Lululemon ABC pants in the Utilitech fabric. Now, I got these last spring because I was going abroad to work an internship, and so I wanted a pair of pants that were very versatile, that looked a little more professional, however, could still be dressed casually and had some good technical properties to it as well. These have not disappointed in that. I still wear them at the office weekly, you know, and I think they work really well, and there's some good functionality there. So as you can see here, these are kind of more of a slim fit. They're not skinny. Lululemon does offer them in different widths as well, so if you wanted a regular cut, you can go and get that. If you want skinny, you can go and get that. However, I would recommend getting the Utilitech fabric if you look into these, because the Utilitech fabric has a kind of a matte finish to it, so it doesn't look like one of those athletic fabrics that kind of has like a shine to it. I think they fit really well. They are very versatile. I mean, they don't really look that technical straight off the bat. Like, it's not a strong taper, it's not no cargo pockets or anything, but some good functionality in there as well. So is it durable? Yes. One of the main things with ABC pants is their anti-abrasion fabric. So it's gonna hold up really well over time. It's pretty densely woven, and I've worn these a lot ever since I got them, and they've held up great. Really no signs of wear. Maybe a little bit up here where the belt buckle kind of rubs, but that's it. And a little bit on the seat, like on the corners of the pockets, on the back, just where the fabric sticks out a little bit, but that's normal. You know, if anything, patina looks good over time. It gives some good character to a pair of pants or any piece of clothing. Now, these do have a really nice stretch to them. That's, again, one of the appeals to these. It's not the most breathable fabric in the world. So super hot days, maybe not the best pair of pants to throw on. However, for the majority of the year, depending on your climate, these work absolutely great. Is it a water repellent fabric? No, and it does not have a de-dipper coating on it either. Now, it is a pretty tightly woven fabric, so if you do get caught in like a little rainstorm or something, you're gonna be fine. Now, are there gussets? Yes, the whole ABC stands for like anti-ball crushing. All that is this extra gusset here in the crotch that just gives a little bit of extra space and movement down to that area of your pants. And there are not any articulated knees with these guys, but I think they fit really well. I think this is where a little bit of subjectivity comes into play. They fit really well on me, so if I move or bend down or squat down, I really don't have to correct how they fit afterwards. Just a little bit. I mean, they're supposed to look very subtle and very simple, and so I think it balances being technical and being very subtle very well, because you can actually wear these into the office very easily. Are there any extra pockets in these? Technically, yes. So I went ahead and checked the box on Excel. On the back pocket, there's actually a little hidden zipper pocket. So I went ahead and barely clicked that on the Excel doc, but it's there. Is custom sizing available? No, but you can get them in different widths if you want. And is it a good fit? Again, it's completely subjective to me. Yes, very good fit in my opinion. Overall, I mean, I like wearing them. You can wear with combat boots, you can wear them with sneakers, you can wear them with derbies, you can wear them with Chelsea boots. A lot of different things you can wear them with. And it's a good pair of pants. $128, so we're getting up there in price. This is still relatively affordable. Coming in next, getting a little bit pricier at $238 for custom sizing though. So if you want to get standard sizing, it'll be a little bit cheaper, but getting up there in price. These are the ROSEN-X Hiten trousers. And these are very similar to the Lululemon ABC pants in my opinion. They serve a very similar purpose in my wardrobe. These just happen to be a little bit wider of a fit, and I absolutely love this olive color and this fabric. It's really amazing, and I've been wearing these a lot into the office because you can wear them with just some like clean, simple sneakers to the office, or you can put some derbies with it and like a smart button-up shirt or something, or a polo, and you look nice, presentable for a business casual environment. But you can always dress it down into a very casual fit, like I'm wearing it here with combat boots. From really this point on, this is like the price point that I see you start to really unlock unique designs, and that things start to get away from very, I don't want to say plain. I mean, these are pretty like subtle plain pair of pants, but from this price point on, you really start to get more interesting designs. And that's part of the price, in my opinion, once you get up from here. But anyways, going through the checklist on this pair of pants, is it durable? Yes. This fabric, it is anti-abrasion, and so it's gonna hold up really well over time. And even when you do get some patina wearing on these, that is some really nice character that comes along with these pants. And you can get these in different colors as well. You can get them in a nice dark, like really dark gray, like kind of straight black, or this gorgeous olive green. One of my favorite olive greens in my wardrobe, for sure. Is it stretchy? Yes. This fabric, it's probably the stretchiest fabric out of my whole pant collection. And even the pockets are, first of all, extremely deep, but it's just kind of like this netting, and it's very stretchy. Like the pockets go down like mid-thigh, I swear to God. But it's just like a pair of like chinos almost, just kind of like a very wearable pair of trousers. Is it a water repellent fabric? No, it's not trying to be, and it doesn't have a DWR coating on it, but you don't really need it. That's not really the purpose of these pants or the Lululemon ABC pants. Are there gussets? Yes, and actually a much better gusset than the Lululemon pants. The gusset on these starts pretty much at the knee and then goes all the way up the inner thigh to your crotch. So you get a lot better movement in these, even without the extra stretchiness in the fabric. Are there articulated knees? Yes. Unlike the Lululemon pants, these do have a little bit of darted knees, so it just helps out with bending your knees down, squatting down. You don't really have to adjust your pants that much. Now, are there any extra pockets? Yes, actually more than the other one. So you not only have very good pockets here, but you have two hidden pockets on the side. Well, one on the side as well, and then some pockets on the back. But you do have some extra hidden pockets, I suppose. And so it's a nice extra technical feature, I assume. So go ahead and check that off. And is custom sizing available? Yes, for the $289 for this is the price for the custom sizing, which pretty much if they offer custom sizing, it's well worth it just to get the custom sizing. Like honestly, it makes it fit so much better. And so is it a good fit? Yes, of course. Go ahead and check that off. Really good pair of pants, extremely versatile. This is kind of what you get for this price point. And it's gonna get more expensive from here. So I have that to look forward to. Anyways, it's my hobby. Again, that's how I justify it. So I like clothes, it's my passion. Anyways, okay, jumping up in price pretty significantly. But staying with ROSEN-X, these are the ROSEN-X Tarvos cargo pants in dry skin, which this is again the price level where you're really gonna start to see better fabrics being used, more technical fabrics such as dry skin or Stratz Eda-proof. And so that nice fabric choice combined with a unique design and good build quality kind of explains the price point of these pants. And moving onward with an exception or two or something depending on your point of view. Anyways, I really like how these pants fit. It's kind of a unique cut. They're pretty high-waisted, but anyways, are they durable? Yes, had them since last spring, been wearing them quite a bit. It's a very good fabric. The build quality of them is quite impressive. So yes, definitely gets a check for durability. Is it stretchy? Yes, dry skin is very stretchy, very comfortable. Probably my favorite fabric just for everyday use. Definitely probably the best. Is it water repellent fabric? Yes. So it goes beyond just having like a DWR coating on it. The fabric itself is water repellent. Is there a gusset? Yes, there is a gusset up the back. Just helps again with movement. This particular pair of pants kind of has this It's really high-waisted, but has like almost a drop crotch or something. So it's good that it has like gusset in there and that stretch as well. And then it does have articulated knees, so check. These, you know, move very well with a body, your body, my body. That sounds weird. That's staying in though. Are there extra pockets? Of course. You see these pockets? These are super cool. So magnet flaps, boom. And then underneath there you got main cargo pocket, and then the zipper cargo pocket. You got bag pockets. You know, it's a pretty good standard Techwear pair of pants. Good taper on it. Can work well with combat boots, sneakers. These are pretty slim, but again, it's custom sizing. So you could always tweak it if you wanted to. See, this is another bonus point once you get up to like kind of this price point, is you can do custom sizing, which is incredible. So, you know, check. And then is it a good fit? Yes, these are good fits, custom fit. So yeah, check. But yeah, I actually just wore these today, and I really like how they fit and everything. My only little complaint is I wish the back pocket had a zipper, because I was like, or a deeper pocket. I'm always afraid my wallet's gonna like fall out or something. So in that case, I just go ahead and put it in the cargo pocket up front, and no worries. Anyways, next pair of pants. Really jumping up in price. Not really, but jumping up in price. Not to go ahead and give away a spoiler, but these Enfin Leve Ameztus are probably my most worn pants. Extremely versatile. Even though they come in at a steep $522 as of the currency conversion right now, and then again, that is for the custom sizing. So if you get the standard sizing, it's gonna be cheaper. But yeah, for right around 500 bucks, it's kind of what you're gonna be getting. The design on these, even though they're technically not cargo pants or anything, they're very intricate in all the different paneling and the double knees and the taper and the ankle zips. It's very impressive how much work went into designing these. Now these do have a pretty strong taper when you finish off that taper with the ankle zip, and that's just part of the design of them. Now I wear these all the time. Like if you scroll through my Instagram and look at fit pics, I'm probably wearing these or another pair of pants in this same exact price group. So I have like several Enfin Leve pants. I'm just kind of gonna fly through them because they're all pretty much the same, but I just want to show them on camera because it's also like a little collection video as well, you know, but each price gets a little bit taller each time. So is it durable? Yes, got these in the spring of 2020. I wear these multiple times a week, like at least like 1 or 2 times a week, easy. And they've held up absolutely great. There's hardly even any patina on it. There's a little bit where the belt buckle will sit, or not even really on the seat. This dry skin has held up really well. Durability, check. Is it stretchy? Yeah, it's dry skin, good stretch. Water repellent fabric? Yes, check. DW coating? Check. Are there gussets? Yes, with all these different panels and everything, like, it moves so well with your body. Even though it has like a strong taper, it just moves so well, and these fit me amazingly. Are there articulating knees? Yes, check. Any extra pockets? Technically yes, so it does get a check on the Excel doc because there is this extra phone pocket here on top of the normal hand pocket, and then the bag zipper pockets are kind of cool. They're like angled with zips, so it's pretty ergonomic to reach in and access your wallet or whatever else you're keeping in there. Is custom sizing available? Yes, all Enfin Leve and ROSEN-X items, custom sizing available, which again, highly recommend you go with. Is it a good fit? Absolutely. I love these pants. I feel like for some people, the taper might be a little too strong for them, for their personal style. However, I think it works really well with my wardrobe. I love these pants. And again, not to give any spoilers, but 100% worth the money in my opinion. And I think I paid like $4.80 or something for it, because I did not get custom sizing with these. These just happen to fit me really well. The other Enfin Leve pants I did, and again, well worth it. Pretty much from this point on, I'm just gonna briefly talk about each of the Enfin Leve pants from this point on, just because they're kind of the same and they're right around that same price group, but I'm gonna show them. Okay, on a similar note, Enfin Leve Aurrean cargo pants. I never know if I say that correctly, but this pair of pants, it is built in a Sentitu fabric. So it's a little bit different than dry skin. It's still waterproof, and it's naturally waterproof too. It's a very tightly woven fabric, so it kind of locks out the water. However, there's no stretch to it as well. So it's a very hard wearing fabric and very, very durable, but there's no stretch to it. And that's kind of the caveat with this. So is it durable? Yes, very durable, check. Is it stretchy? No, it's not, but that's just because of the fabric. You can get these in dry skin or another fabric and you'll have some stretch to it. Water repellent, yes. DW coatings, yes. Gussets, yes. These pants, it's not as strong of a taper, but you do get some nice size up in the upper thigh and waist area. And it does allow you to move really well, even though that there's no stretch in the fabric. Articulating these, yes. Again, that really helps out when there's no stretch in the fabric, having that articulation. Just kind of like hard coated into the pants via the, you know, tech package design. Any extra pockets? Yeah, see these cargo pockets? Yeah, they're cool. They have these phone drop pockets in there. Use them all the time. Love it. One of my favorite features. Custom sizing available. Yeah. And is it a good fit? Absolutely. In my opinion, they fit really well. Anyways, next pair of Enfin Leve pants. I love these. All right, again, sticking with Enfin Leve. These are the Sentitu pants in their ash dye and Sentitu. Again, once you get to this kind of price point, you can start to get those pieces that are very unique and you can only really get in like one spot, and it's hard to find anything else like it, generally speaking. I mean, I know there's many exceptions to it, but as a very general broad statement, I think that starts to become very, very true once you hit around the $200 mark and above. And the more expensive you get, the more unique you're gonna get. Nothing else like these pants. Same exact checklist properties as the last pair, because it's the same thing and everything, same fabric, all that stuff. However, these do not fit particularly well, and that's not because of the pants fault. It's because I didn't get custom sizing, and I sized for length and not width. I'm tall and skinny, and I needed the length, so it's a little bit big in the waist, but it's really not a big deal. I just cinch it down with the belt. I do really like these pants, and something different from my wardrobe because I wear so much black. It's nice to have something like this to change things up. I've thought about selling these before, but like I really just can't bring myself to do it because they're very unique. I love the asymmetrical design on each leg. Like on the left leg, kind of get a classic BDU pocket and like a phone drop pocket. On the other side, you get this flap here, and then underneath that huge zipper to access a massive pocket that covers this whole front thigh area. And then you get this waterproof like phone pocket right there. And you get this really cool kind of ash, they call it like an ash dye. It's kind of like a dark brown gray with bits of like charcoal kind of rubbed throughout. It's very unique. You really can't find this anywhere else. Again, it's pretty pricey for this with custom sizing. It's gonna run you like $574. It's kind of a lot. But again, custom sizing, very unique pair of pants, kind of a very unique item. Anyways, next pair and last pair of Enfin Leve pants, and then we're gonna move on. Last Enfin Leve pants, these are my Ezarris in dry skin. So same exact checklist as the Ameztus, pretty much just like green all the way across. These come in at the most expensive Enfin Leve pants I own at $580, just like a little bit more than the Sentitu that I just showed. These are some of my favorite pants. I would say my favorite design for sure. It strikes a really good balance between being baggy, however fitted and tapered. Really good balance for me. Fits very well in my wardrobe. Because I am kind of tall and lanky, it can be hard to style kind of wide baggy pants on me, I find. However, this really, because I actually got custom sizing in these, they fit immaculately, like absolutely perfect. I wouldn't change anything about how they fit. So again, it's in dry skin, so you get all those really good technical properties with that. Amazing articulation and gussets, really cool pockets as well, foam and drop pockets and everything. I really wear these all the time. These and the Ameztus are probably my most worn pants. outside of like going to the office, you know, and having to wear more business casual things. Casually, probably easily top 2, top 3 most worn pair of pants. I think they're really good. As you can notice, I switched to a chunkier boot these last couple pairs of pants just because they're a little bit wider, so I think a bigger shoe just fits the silhouette a little bit better. But yeah, these are just made, you can wear them with Vans. I wore them all summer. You can go see, I posted like a lot of different fit pics wearing these. Really love these pants. Again, to me, 100% worth the money. All right, lastly, as you can see, this massive price jump from those past very expensive pairs of pants. These are the Acronym P31A-DS in dry skin, that's what the DS stands for. Just did a full in-depth review on these, and I really liked. I did not pay, first of all, I did not pay the full like $1,000 for these. I got these on a pretty good deal. Worked out to be like $600 and something. Still stupidly expensive, but I got a much better deal on it. However, for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna go with the retail price off of acronym.com, which comes out to be right now with the currency conversion like $1,033. So just looking at this kind of histogram here, like you definitely see like the jump in price. Like it's almost double from the last pair of pants, which are very expensive. So let's break down these pairs of pants and just kind of see kind of what makes up this $1,000 price tag, which thank God I didn't pay that $1,000 price tag. I only paid 600 of it and something. Making myself feel better here. Anyways, are they durable? Yes. It is a very good build quality. It better be for the price you're paying. Even at the discount I got it at, the $600, it better be very durable. And these have held up really well. I see no signs of wear. I have a lot of buddies online who have worn these ever since they came out like slightly over a year ago. I've really heard no quality control complaints with these. Even with most Acronym things, like you really don't hear too much about quality issues. Generally, I know there's like these like one-off things that like, oh, this one like bag kind of peels and all that stuff. But anyways, is it stretchy? Yes, it's dry skin. So, you know, it's got that good fabric. I was trying to compare the dry skin in these Acronyms to my Enfin Leve or ROSEN-X dry skin. It's kind of hard to tell the difference. It feels a little bit different, but at the end of the day, it's the same fabric. Water repellent fabric, yes. Shoulder your dry skin. DW coating on it, yes. Are there gussets? Yes, they look like diapers because it has a massive gusseted drop crotch. Provides really good movement as well. Articulating knees, yes, they better. How much money I paid for these. Extra pockets, yeah, they have these really cool pockets actually. You can like just kind of pull this tab, and if the zippers are up, you can kind of just like quickly open them. And then you have a phone drop pocket in each side. You can adjust the zippers however you want. If you want to access from the front, if you're sitting down, or if you're standing up, you can move them. Really cool, right? The hand pockets, you think they're gonna be normal? No, there's like 3 different compartments in the hand pockets, and they're super deep. So definitely gets A+ on the pockets part, just in terms of just straight usability. Like just the hand pockets, crazy. Like you can separate different items in it because it like breaks off into 2 little pockets in the hand pockets. Really cool. Custom sizing available? No, there's not any custom sizing available, which can lead to people having some issues with sizing, and I kind of do with these. So is it a good fit? Short answer, yes, but for the purpose of this video and considering the price, no. Now, I wouldn't change the size for this. Like I would not size up to an extra large. I did get a large in these because you kind of have to size for the length with these and not so much for the width, because you know, if it's more room in the waist, you can just cinch it down with a built-in belt, which by the way is super cool. So there's that, but you can, you know, check out my full in-depth review of these guys and like styling them and everything. But it's a little bit short, I would say, and I did not want to jump up to the extra large because then they might be like really baggy, because they're already pretty baggy, and like I just wouldn't want to size up extra on the waist. Yeah, I would say just for the price, ideally I would like them to fit kind of like how my Enfin Leve Ezarris fit, for example, where they're like absolutely perfect in the outseam and in the waist. These are fine because you can cinch them down, and it's kind of by design to have this extra fabric here, so when you cinch it down, it doesn't really change anything at all, but it's still just like a hair short. Like I would like it to be a ½ inch to an inch longer. Other than that, it would fit perfect. But that's a really minor complaint, and I did not mark it on the Excel doc as fitting well just because of the price at this point, because I'm like, if you're paying, look at that, if you're paying that much for pants, dude, it better fit well. So again, that's more of a subjective thing for me because everyone's body is different. But anyways, that's kind of like all the features of these pants, and you can go ahead and check out like my full in-depth review on these. But for the sake of this checklist and styling purposes, that's kind of where we're at right now. But anyways, I want to break down this Excel doc here and kind of give a little summary and then kind of give you my closing final thoughts. I am refilming this part just because I feel like last time I shockingly rambled a little bit too much. So in the interest of just getting to the point, I'm refilming it. So I just want to go ahead and kind of break down this Excel document here. Boom. All right. So as you can see here, this is just a little Excel doc I cooked up. I listed the pants shown in the video, and as you've seen before, the increasing price, and it kind of created like a histogram but on its side basically, and then just went through and checked if it met this criteria up here. And because again, I'm trying to quantify like what are the best pair of pants for the money and all that stuff, which again, it's like such a subjective thing, but as you can see here, I kind of just did some conditional formatting. So if it was a yes, it got green. If it didn't, no. So going over, here's kind of the score here. So obviously coming in dead last was the H&M pants. And then going up in price, you get more, generally, more points. And shockingly, the acronym ones are 7. And the rest are kind of 9s. So there comes a point where you get diminishing returns, I think. And for me, that price point is probably right around the $400 to $600 mark is when you start to kind of peak in terms of, bang for your buck. Anything beyond that point, I think you just start to get diminishing returns. So meaning that, for example, the $1,000 acronym pants. Functionally, they're not that much different than the $500 pants, just objectively. However, this is where fashion gets very subjective, and if you really value the design process that goes into that $1,000 pair of pants, then it's worth it to you. However, in terms of straight just functionality and build quality and the rough basic check marks between each pant, I would say it's pretty much the same with the $400 to $500 pair of pants. And of course, this is, I want to tread really lightly because I don't want to like step on your toes and be like, oh, acronym's not worth it and everything. But like, I think as a general statement, when it comes to fashion in general, is when you go really, really cheap, you kind of just get stuff that's generally not as high quality, that's not as unique, So let's just say, $20 to $100, right? It's just kind of like very basic, just kind of produced for the most amount of people. And then you start to get that kind of interesting zone from like the $200 to like $500 mark, where you get like good quality, unique designs generally, and a pretty fair value. And then beyond that, point, once you go above the $600 mark, are you just paying for the design process and in some cases the brand? And I'm really talking more about like, oh, I got these $1,000 Vetements jeans. It's like, yeah, okay, you're just paying for the name at that point. So I think there is that like sweet zone, and for me, it's right around that, $400 to $600 mark. Now, in terms of just looking at the pants that I've shown in this video, my favorite pants I think are the Enfin Leve Ezarris, Enfin Leve Ameztus, and honestly the 511 tactical pants. Those are my most worn and probably favorite pants. Obviously, in terms of like what's the craziest design and most over the top, definitely the Acronym in my opinion. And so if you really value that design, then the $1,000 price tag, or for me it was $600, the price is worth it then. So again, this is just a very, very subjective thing that everyone's gonna view differently. So I don't know. Anyways, this is kind of like my pant collection or Techwear pant collection. I would like to know your favorites and kind of what you think is a good value for you and your wardrobe. Like at what price point are you like, okay, I got all the build quality, functionality, and design I need. Anything beyond that is kind of, I don't need. Like I said before, for me, like the Enfin Leve pants, I think just kind of hit that like kind of peak point right there. And then you can get into the whole like, oh, is it original enough? Does it just rip off Acronym? You know, and all this stuff. And it's like, I'm not even gonna open that can of worms. But just objectively, that's my answer. It's kind of right around there. Those are my favorite pants. I get the most use out of it. I think for the money, I really like the pants I get for that price range. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video and kind of seeing my pant collection in the meanwhile. But anyways, yeah, I would love to know your thoughts on value to price ratio, or, you know, price to fire ratio, if you will. So anyways, I will see you in a video pretty soon. So.